Hello, the game has started. It's me to go first. I have duplicate N, duplicate T. I have the Tony suffix. There are a lot of words that end in Tony, like muttony if the N was an M. I think Touty looks okay. Or Tunny even. Tunny for 24. I'll duplicate the T's and the I's, which is not great. Means I won't be bingoing this next turn. Unless there's some fancy word I can think of here. Not seeing it. Opponent plays zone, which takes an O. I'm just wondering if I can get a word like edit for 30. Looks okay. Diota doesn't quite work. Yeah, I think I'll go with edit. Not a bad pickup. I have the IER ending. I also have the ITE ending. Priorate, but not priorite. I have the shin ending. Opponent has exchanged. I have a P for putting at the end of ZA. Todd doesn't take anything I've got. Not a plethora of opportunities here. Open is good, but 12 points is pretty poor. It does sort the rack out perfectly, though. That's 12. What about Yiti? 16 creates a Q and X hotspot. No, I think just for rack balancing purposes, I think I'm gonna sacrifice a bit of score for a really good rack leave. Open for 12. Oh, open is no good with an I. Oh, it needs to have the E, opining. Of course. Yeah, what was I thinking? Zoner is good, but... Okay, what about trio? That looks alright for 20. It's a pretty good rack, this. But is there a bingo? I have the phone component of the word. Phonetic onto a C. I still have the shin component, but that doesn't seem to really help. Hop at a minimum for 30. But is there a bingo? Perhaps through the T? Not that I can see. Okay, opponent plays expiry. Looking at ways of capitalizing on this hotspot. Oh, fee for 35. And just wondering if the E helps this rack. No. Tofi is good. Okay, I think I will go with faux. Oh, not faux, fee, just to deny my opponent the scoring opportunity next to the X. 35. Okay, that's a good looking rack, that one. Or knives through an R. Is there a 7 here? Okay, Valonia. Opponent plays. Looking at the A and the L as most probable floaters to help the rack. But am I missing... I've got hotlines through the L. Is there a 7 here? Neoliths and hotlines. Neoliths doesn't really get the H. Yeah, it doesn't get the H doubled, so... Ethions, I think, is good. Ethions. 82. Yeah, open two trip lanes, so we can both have one. That V is a blank, so it's not going to offer any points apart from being able to reach the trip. I do have the Q and the U. Looking at Q plays through the I here. Can't get the Q doubled and the whole word doubled as well. The V, no, not seeing a great V spot. I'd like to get rid of U and B. I have quail and quella equal. What to do here? Do I hang on to the B? Vibe. Do I just play vibe for 15 and yeah. Squame. I have quires here. Time's running low, so I need to think about a quick play. Quires for 48. Not a good pickup. I've got 2 A's and the U, so opponent looks like he'll be trying to speed the game up to get me under time pressure. That's okay. AYU is good. AU. Yay is good. YAE. Okay, opponent bingo, so I'm not in good shape here. Amort is good. May 32. I do have the WU combo, which isn't great. I need to keep an eye on the time. I don't have Iwi, which is a shame. That would have scored nicely. Fum is good. That'll get rid of the U. And then maybe Iwi afterwards. Check opponent's rating. Okay, he goes there. So I might do waft and crusted. Does crusted have decrust? No. Crusted, curtsied. Doesn't quite play. Icterus plus a D makes curtsied and crudites. Well, I have crusted doesn't play, but crudites does. Okay, I'll draw some heavy scoring tiles. I have WOC, WOCK, as well as WOK. Opponent scores well with Brog. Uncogs, I don't think that's a thing. What about maybe I suppose I could play maybe just suck because, yeah, I think that's scores okay. This looks like a fairly good rack. Wagons plus an E. Lounages? No. So I have woes, WOS, so that's possible. What about new? I have new there. Brog, can I extend that? Probably not. Down to 1 minute. Opponent has double I. Now I think I should be fine from here. Any good plays? I just don't see a bingo. There might be one, but I'll go with new. Okay, new for 26. And then say go somewhere. Adits and Sago, or goers. Oh, here's Sago there. 17. That looks alright. Or is Agos goers better here? 18, 1 extra point. And that was the end. Thank my opponent for the game. 452 to 381. Let's see what we missed. Go back to the beginning of the game. Tunny or Nutty both seem fine for 24. Opponent had zone for 31. Adit seems best for 30 points there. Exchange for opponent. EO with a very strong rack leave. I quite like that. F8. Ozone and EO. Yeah, creating a good hook there. I do quite like that. I think did I contemplate EO from this rack? Thought I had. Trio for an extra 4 points, but not as good a rack leaf, so a little bit of a miss. Opponent had expiry for 36, but picks for 43. Picks and Zacks. Okay. No bingo. I thought I might have missed one here. Pithoi onto the eye. Wow, look at that. From the trip. Pithoi. So 45 points with a strong rack leaf. I like that. Fee for 35 seems acceptable as second and third. Ethion, where was... Ethion, but putting the E there next to the double, I don't like that. So Fee seems fine. And opponent had Novalia, Valonia, Logania, and a few others. Valonia was his play. Then Histone and Ethions. Histone was the one I should have spotted. Down from 4D, D4. Histone, very nice. I opened it up and made sure we both had a shot at the triple word squares. Jod for 48 was best for opponent. He went with raved. Ubeak, there's a double U play. I was looking for that type of play with the two U's. So unique and ubeak. Interesting. Nice word. 39 points at B3. Ubeak there. Nice. I went with vibe just to get a few more points, and then I thought I'm likely to have a good Q spot on the next turn because it was a fairly open board. Even here I had a minimum of 30 something points. So opponent went with Jaw, but he had Jareed for 56. Very nice. Okay, where was that? D4. Jareed, look at that. Very nice. He went with Jaw, still scored very well, 43. Quires for 48 was best. And then Fleeted for 67, opponent bingos. May for 32 was best. Gem best for opponent. And then Waft for 23, but 4. Yeah, I think 4 would have been better. Yeah, because the vowel consonant balance was... but look how many consonants were to come, 17 compared to 11 vowels. So I think it actually did make sense to play off an extra consonant because, yeah, just to compensate for the imbalance in the pool. Waft. And then Hell for 16. Now Crudites for 65. Crudiest also good. And Courteous. So quite a few options there. Brog for 35 seems acceptable. Now Swung for 27. I went with Suck for 30. Now there were 3 in the bag, so I don't know if that was the best thing to do. Swung, yeah, I suppose Suck means that opponent, if he was to bingo from this position, he'd have to place an O next to the K. That was my thinking. Obviously, the best option would have been to play something ending in KS, but there was nothing. So, yeah, the remaining tiles weren't overly bingo-y, but there certainly was the potential for a bingo. And opponent had this rack. Mop for 24 seems fine. And then Gauze was best. Where was Gauze? 10L. Gauze and Sucks getting the W tripled. Yep. I just went with New for 26, one fewer point. And then just end game of us going out. So that was the end of the game. Hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.